Good morning, children. Let's discuss the GAT question paper of the UPSC. Very few days are left for your UPSC examination. So now we are going to take up the question paper of the year 2011, and it's going to be NDA or NA 2 question paper. So let's start. So the first question is on spotting errors. You're familiar with the directions. So I'll not read out the directions. So let's go to the question. The first question here on spotting errors. It was really smart of him to have chosen the right course, isn't it? No error. So what is wrong with this sentence? Which part of sentence contains error? So here, obviously the answer is C, because there is an error in C part. So the error is in question tag, isn't it? What should have been? It should have been wasn't it. So whenever the question is there on the question tag, try to find out what is there at the beginning. It was. So helping verb is was. So therefore, the question tag should be wasn't it. If it's a positive, the question tag will be negative. If it's a negative, the question tag will be positive. Let's go to the second question. The doctor advised me that I am going on a salt-free diet. No error. The doctor has given advice. So therefore, the sentence should be, the doctor advised me that. What should come after that? It is advice. So it should be, I should go on a salt-free diet. So the error is in C. So the sentence should be, the doctor advised me that I should go on a salt-free diet. Let's go to the third question. It can't be true that he has never done something wrong in his entire career. So what is wrong here? What is the answer here? Answer is B. It can't be true. It's a negative sentence. It can't be true that he has never done. He has never done. Now something will not come whenever it's a negative sentence. So what should come? It should be anything wrong. Never. So he has never done anything wrong. So the answer is B there. Let's go to fourth one. He told that his brother was singer. He told that his brother was a singer will come. So answer is C. Was a singer. You have to use the article a there. When we reached at the station, I fought my way through people and luggage and secured a place next to the window. Now here the error is in A. When we reach the station, at is inappropriate there. So the preposition at should not be used there. So the sentence should be, when we reach the station, I fought my way through people and luggage and secured a place next to the window. Let's go to the sixth one now. The managing director along with his staff members were present for the annual general body meeting. The managing director along with his staff members were present. So you are familiar that whenever along with is used, with is used, as well as used, you have to see that the verb agrees with the former subject. And what is the former subject? The managing director. Is it singular or plural? It's a singular. And therefore, the helping verb should be was present. Was. In place of were, what should have been there? Was should be there. The managing director along with his staff members was present for the annual general body meeting. Let's go to the seventh one. If you will follow my instructions, you will definitely score high marks in the entrance examination. And now here you see if clause. That is in simple future tense. It should be in simple present tense or present indefinite tense. If you follow my instructions. So is the answer there. In many respects, India is different than Western countries. Now here the error is in C. Because India is a different from. With different what preposition will come? It will be from. In many respects, India is different from Western countries. Let's go to the ninth one. The members of the family soon became aware what had taken place. The members of the family soon became aware of what had taken place. With aware what will come? Of will come, that preposition. So preposition is very important. See here in the case of different from. We have seen earlier at should be avoided there in the case of when we reach the station. So the study of preposition very important in grammar. So here in the case of this one, aware of. Let's go to 10th one. I met him on Monday last and had a long discussion. Here on Monday last is given. So what should be the first part? I met him on Monday last. Now Monday last when it is given, when you are sure of that, remember that it will be always simple past tense or what we call past indefinite tense. I met him on Monday last. You shouldn't use have there. It is time we decide not to play cricket for the next 2 years. It is time. It is high time. Whenever these phrases are used, the next clause will be in the simple past tense. It is time. We decided. We decided. So B is the answer there. Now 12th one. He likes the sceneries of the hills. He likes the sceneries. Sceneries is grammatically incorrect. So what should be there? Scenery should be there. Poetry, it's wrong. Poem, poems, poetry. So similar way, scenery. Scenes, there is no problem. Scene, scenes. But scenery, there is no plural of scenery. I did not know that you left your handbag in our office when you came to see me last Friday. I did not know that you left your handbag in our office when you came to see me last Friday. Now here in the case of this, B is the answer. That you left your handbag in our office. In place of that, you had left your handbag in our office. You had left. Because it is earlier past. When you came to see me last Friday, that is in simple past tense. I did not know that you had left. So that will be earlier past. That will be in past perfect tense. I did not know that you had left your handbag in our office when you came to see me last Friday. So the error is in B. He wanted me to bring 2 breads and some butter for breakfast. He wanted me to bring, now here bread and butter. Now in the case of this, we don't say breads. What you have to say? 2 loaves of bread and some pieces of butter for breakfast. He wanted me to bring 2 loaves of bread and some pieces of butter for breakfast. So the error is in B. Now 15th one. The parents are happy to know that a number of summer programs have been arranged for the benefit of their children. Is there any error there? There is no error. So the answer is D, no error. Let's go to the 16th one. Now here in the case of 16th one, it's a synonym. The vehicle slowed down as they moved up the gradient. And what is the synonym of gradient here? Slope or incline. Deplorable. Next one, 17th one. Now here contextual meaning you can take and find out it's a contextual meaning. It is deplorable that millions of people in India are below the poverty line. So what is the synonym of deplorable? Now here find out the options here. Hateful, regrettable, undesirable, unpleasant. And the answer is regrettable. Synonym of deplorable is regrettable. Now 18th one. The government should proscribe that sort of literature. Proscribe. Rusticate, excommunicate, ban, outlaw. What is the synonym of proscribe? It's a ban. Now let's go to the 19th one. The volcano on the island is a dormant. Dormant. And synonym of dormant is inactive. That's a B. A person who equivocates should not be relied upon. Now equivocates. So what is the synonym of equivocates? Gives misleading statements, giving ambiguous statements. So that's a equivocate or confusing statements. So that's why C is the right answer here. Let's go to 21st one. The newspaper reports were mendacious. Mendacious means untruthful. So naturally, the synonym of mendacious will be false. The priest pronounced benediction. So what is the synonym of benediction? That is blessings. Her habits are innocuous. Innocuous? It's not harmful here. So not harmful, innocuous. So here synonym will be causing no harm. So here it's a phrase. I invade her for different outlook. I invade her. So what will be the synonym of that? I invade her. Here synonym is criticized. The youth was befogged when he was interrogated loudly by the police inspector. The youth was befogged. The youth was terrified. So terrified is a synonym of befogged. Let's go to the 26th one, and 26th onwards. What are they? They are all antonyms. And what are antonyms? Antonyms are opposite words. Now a few heavenly talents darken the world in each generation. Darken. Very simple one. So what will be the synonym, antonym of that? It's a brighten. So answer of 26th one is brighten. And I see reception greeted the arrivals. I see very cold reception. Very unfriendly reception. So warm reception, warm welcome we use. Similar way, warm reception. He was received warmly. The young athlete is energetic. So that is energetic is full of energy. And what will be the opposite of that? It's here lethargic. No energy. Lethargic, lacking energy. He has a secure position in the entrance examination. Secure, very safe position, secure position, and precarious is the antonym of secure, precarious. So let's go to the 30th one. The accused was acquitted of the charge, freed of the charge. Now he was not held guilty, not guilty. So naturally A will be the antonym, that's held guilty. Acquitted, free of charge, and held guilty, that will be the opposite of that. It is compulsory that all members of the board be present at the meeting. Try to find the contextual meaning of the word or phrase that is given there. So compulsory. So what will be the antonym of that? And here the antonym of that will be optional. A. A will be the right answer. Let's go to 32nd one. Lugubrious. Lugubrious. So lugubrious means very sad, mournful. So therefore A is the answer. That's a happy. Happy is the antonym of lugubrious. He accelerated the speed of his car. So the options are retarded, reviewed, recorded and restored. Retarded will be the antonym of accelerated. 34th one. The criminal was known to the police by various names. Various names, different names. And what will be the antonym of various? Identical. Identical, alike. So now here it is very confusing. Similar and identical. But the most appropriate will be identical here. That will be the antonym of various. The police praise the meticulous arrangements, very careful arrangements, very detailed arrangements, very systematic arrangements. So what will be the opposite of that? Haphazard, awkward, not in order. So that will be the antonym of meticulous. Let's go to 36th one. Now 36th one is rearranging parts of a sentence. So the instructions we need not read because already you are familiar with that. So 36th one, here they marched for a while under a tree, often they had rested on to their journey. So what is the answer of the 36th one? So they marched on to their journey, often they are rested for a while under a tree. That will be the most appropriate one. When you try with many other options, you will find that this will only be the most appropriate one. If they would have used and, that would have been better, but doesn't matter. Now remember that sometimes you can avoid also that, and therefore this will be the PSRQ will be the right option here. Let's go to the next one. As the president entered the hall from his seat to greet him, everyone got up. As the president entered the hall, everyone got up from his seat to greet him. So let's see the answer there, 37th one. So what is the answer there? As the president entered the hall, everyone got up from his seat to greet him. So that is PSQR. So C is the answer there. So let's go to 30th one. He took shelter near the lake when there was a heavy downpour under the large mango tree. So you have to start. When there was a heavy downpour, he took shelter under the large mango tree near the lake. So here the option is D, RPSQ. Let's go to 39th one. Our educationists are. So here when our educationists are, then after that you have to find out the part of it. Our educationists are. Now to teacher, our educationists are too often anxious to teach children so many languages without any utility. So what will be the sequence there? So what will be the answer there? So the answer is D, QPSR. Our educationists are too often anxious to teach children so many languages without any. So D is the answer there. So let's go to the 40th one. The rain did not prevent from being played to finish the match. The rain did not prevent the match. Okay, the answer. So let's see here. So you can try with many of the options there. The rain did not prevent the match from being played to a finish. So that's a B is the right answer there. B, sequence. So it has been like inheriting some money and afterwards marrying for love through the wife. So it has been like marrying for love and afterwards inheriting some money through the wife. So let's see what will be the right option there. So right option will be A, RQPS. It has been like marrying for love and afterwards inheriting some money through the wife. Okay, that's A. 42nd one. His mother, when he was hungry last evening, could not feed the baby. So 42nd one, the option will be his mother could not feed the baby when he was hungry last evening. RSPQ. 43rd. Whenever he heard the question, let's see here what will be the right answer there. Whenever he heard the question, the old man who lived in that house answered that the earth is flat. So the answer will be PRQS. PRQS. Whenever he heard the question, the old man who lived in that house answered that the earth is flat. So A is the answer. PQRS. Let's go to comprehension part now. Already we have read this passage. We are familiar with this passage and how to do it. So let's go to the passage 1. I'll read out the passage for you. Elephants spray water over the ears to stay cool. The rhythm of an elephant's day is set largely by its watering routine. An adult needs about 30 gallons of water a day. When water is abundant, there is no problem. But during droughts, elephants resort to intriguing techniques, digging wells, In a dried up river bed, they scoop out holes with their feet until they reach water. After waiting patiently for the sand to settle, they drink in order of seniority. Cows last. So let's see here the first question. 44th. According to the passage, water is quite important for the elephant. I think it's quite clear. Here when you are reading the passage, it's quite clear. Now here where it is, the rhythm of an elephant's day is set largely by its watering route. From the second sentence you can infer the answer for this. So A is the answer. Let's go to the second one. According to the passage, elephants spray water over themselves. So here when you read the first sentence, it's quite clear. You can infer from that to stay cool. So therefore the option will be to ward off the heat. Not to cool their heels, but to ward off the heat. So B will be the right answer. So let's go to 46th one. During droughts, elephants burrow in the sand to avoid heat, find water in rivers, dig holes in the riverbeds to reach the water, find new water holes. So when you read this passage, in a dried up riverbed, they scoop out holes. You can infer from second last sentence. So therefore the answer is dig holes in the river. C is the answer. So let's see the 47th one. When the elephants find water. Now here when you read the last sentence, you can infer the answer. They drink in order of seniority. So in order of seniority means, so the right answer will be B. The oldest adults drink first. So let's go to the next passage and the last passage there and last question there. One day my brother brought home a new songbird. It was the smallest of them all, a tiny creature of a blue and a red that sparkled when brushed by the sun. But there was a problem. While the others sang, this new bird remained silent. My brother tried coaxing music out of him in vain. He tried attacking with a stick, but the bird was unmoved. My brother first tried withholding food, but later when the incentive was offered, the bird ignored it, and twice he knocked over his dish, scattering the seed. Now 48th question. One day the writer's brother brought home a bird which never ate food, which flew so high it seemed to touch the sun, whose color shone brightly in the sunlight. When you read, probably you must be quite sure that C is the answer. Now here you can infer from the second sentence. A tiny creature of a blue and a red that sparkled. So the right answer is C, whose color shone brightly. Now 49th one. At first his brother tried to get the bird to sing by tempting with food, placing it in the company of the others. As you go on reading, you'll feel that D is the right answer from the context only, withholding food. As you go on reading, it's quite clear that he's withholding food. And last question, what does the word coaxing mean? You have to find the meaning of the word coaxing, and you will find C is the right answer, to gently persuade. So here coaxing means to gently persuade. With this we come to the end of this question paper. Thank you. Goodbye.